Hey, Femi.
Babala, what do you Let me get that.
Say,
Biggest man.
that Chinese thing where you teach me, I want to greet for Chinese now. Me no be like say, I want to give fast.
Hello?
Teach me that greeting for Chinese again. Can you hear me? Bro? Can you hear me, bro? I said, make you teach me that greeting. Eh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
the network is a little.
I can hear you, bro. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Okay, I think it's getting better. Wait, is there a link we can share?
Of course. You can just click on the the envelope, the last icon on the screen right now, and then you can share the link on WhatsApp.
Copy link. Oh, I can go to.
Yeah, Dave, you can share it on WhatsApp. So can you hear me prompt Layi? Layi should come on board now. Let's just shoot.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. All right, just a minute.
Layi. Look, I don't see her.
So Layi to what day?
Mute. Mute. My people don't fool you. Big shout out to everybody.
People they para today, man.
That topic. I want beats in that song. Now that song breaks people say, Africa, China, food, I say people want to people want para.
I'm trying to share the link while we speak, so I can.
Yeah, you can do that.
So just give me a minute so I can get it across.
Yeah,
so we start.
no problem. If you can,
someone asked me
if you can help me prompt Layi as well to come on board, so we can just shoot.
Oh, okay. So I'll do that now.
Yeah.
Let me where's the link? Copy the link and put it on the WhatsApp. Family money Layi go easy.
Layi don't marry like that.
Oh no, he hasn't. He hasn't.
He look like Baba for the girls.
Okay, so the link is on. Okay. Okay, so is Layi on board? So let me also ping him.
Yeah, Layi should. No, he's not on board yet. If he's on board, I'm going to see him right now. And what I just need him to do is just to send me an invite. They want to join this live. A big shout out to everybody joining the platform. Big shout out for me. Big shout out to you. And yeah, I can't mention all your name, but I can see you. I can see you from the beginning, from US to UK to Nigeria,
to Canada, to
China, to you guys are real MVP. Maximum love. Today's topic, not topic we go touch till later. You know that kind of topic. Topic to my touch till later. Japada. Jasonu. We go even start from the first lady. First lady and the president we talks make with the tongue. And first lady we talks make Layi come. Because I don't vex already.
Wait, the network is a little cranky. So yeah. Okay. Layi, but the Layi, DJ Layi. Let me try to call him on the phone. How should I say?
Okay. Just give him like 2 minutes more and just kick off.
Okay, so all right. I mean, this is my second life. I'm very used to. I think I'm more of a behind the camera kind of person. So coming on live is I mean it has it's I don't know I don't know how to put it. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting.
I understand. I've I've always been I've always been the guy in front of the camera and lights.
Yeah,
Started
yeah,
my
you have. I mean,
started
over
my
the time, you have.
started my career on that, and the funny thing is, I can remember the first person I would ever in my life interview when I went on, professional. Okay, Layi needs to join this live, then send me a request just like you did.
Mhm.
So he needs to come
Is it
to
back?
my.
My
No, it's not
network
bad.
is really messy. I don't know why.
I wouldn't know why. Let me send him this on the inbox. Apparently, maybe he's gonna pick that up. I just sent this to him, and maybe he's gonna see that and join. So
Okay,
yeah,
but let's just shoot.
yeah,
I think he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
join.
yeah. We have to shoot regardless, and yeah.
Yeah.
So say Femo. This is Femi
Oh boy.
Akinwumi.
The name started. The name Femo has been make I see. I think I started the name Femo since secondary school, sort of.
So he just talk with you like that. Now, I actually like the name. It has a very good rhythm and it's nice. I was trying to say something the other time. I was saying, and this is going to be an exclusive about me. The first person I would interview in my life as a journalist, in my life, even as a student journalist then at GTV, was the first lady of Ogun State. That's Yeye Olufunke Daniel. I would never forget. And that actually launched me to a very different space of boldness, different space of research, different space of excellence. People start from the scratch. Me, I started from a pinnacle, and so ever since then I've just been that vibrant guy in front of camera. So yeah, you are welcome to my personal space. This is Femi Akinwumi, and my name is Dimeji Shodeke. I'm the host, and this is Street and Cathedral. As a proper African guy, now you come my house, I go show you around. I can't tell you say if they enter your house now, so people go to say, man, war, but I want to rug me by you. But I say no, that kind of stuff now. So
Yeah.
this is my space. And Street and Cathedral is an idea that was born. It was actually a God-given idea to me. The street there is the voice of the common people, the voice of the people in general.
Mhm.
Because common now, contextually or semantically, could actually be derogatory, but well, I could still use the common people non-derogatory term to me. But it's the voice of the people, and this voice of the people does not actually discriminate. I have come to understand that we are all members of the society. Yeah, whether you are from the right wing, left wing, middle wing, however wing you are, everybody is affected by one thing or the other in the society. And that doesn't mean that everybody cannot air their opinion. The media is actually a neutral ground for people to come and hear their opinion and their views. So,
Mhm.
as a professional, I am not here to say I pitch tents with whichever class or anything. All I just pitch tents with is humanity. I pitch tents with sanity, and I pitch tents with common sense. And regardless of that, the voice of the people, this is where you feel safe to hear your opinion, regardless of your background, regardless of your ideology, regardless of what you believe in. And the cathedral, on the other hand, is a spiritual alienation.
Well,
It's a respect.
wait, just a minute. The voice is not so smooth. So can I exit then come back? Just in a couple of seconds
Wait,
because
let me do something.
it's cracked. Huh?
Let me do something first and see maybe that will solve it. What about now?
Oh, okay. Yes.
What about now? Is
Uh,
it better now?
your face is freezing. Like there's no smooth transition in the video.
You sure? Okay. Yep. You can, we
Let
can do it.
me just go and come back. Just a few seconds. Maybe it's gonna get better.
All right. All right.
All right, just few
No
seconds.
worries. No worries. So, guys, thank you for always joining Streets and Cathedral. We just started. We've not finished, so don't go anywhere. The guests we have in our glitch in our network, and he's just going and he's going to join back in a few seconds. So, as I was saying, my name is Dimeji Shodeke, and Streets and Cathedral is an intellectual fellowship every Sunday. You must join, you have to join, you can join, you should join. And trust me, we've been having interesting episodes over some weeks right now, and I feel that this is the best platform for you to actually be relaxed to watch every Sunday. My name is Dimeji Shodeke, and we are going to be bringing into. Can you hear me now? Is that okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
This is better.
Let me just take this off then, and let me just use the. So I wouldn't know. Layi should be on this platform right now. Let me just send this again, and because I don't want to give up on Layi. Layi is a very, very intelligent mind. He's online. Yeah. I wouldn't know why Layi is not coming on board. No, okay, Layi just joined. Layi, please send me a request, please, in Jesus' name. Amen. Join. Layi, why did you do like that?
sorry guys, I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Let me do the introduction real quick, so we just jump into the heart of the conversation, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You're welcome to my space, Street and Cathedral. And as I was explaining this, Street and Cathedral is a God-given idea to me. The streets there represent the voice of the people. This is where classism does not have a stance here. It doesn't. I don't care where you come from. I don't care if you're from the right wing. I don't care from the left wing, middle wing. You can hear your opinion here safely, because we are all members of the society, and we have policies and realities that affect us as humans in the society. And as a member of society, you have that right to hear your opinion. Right. And on the other hand, cathedral is the spiritual alienation we have. If you look at the way human beings have been made up from the cultural perspective, you can see that we are aligned to one spirituality or the other. And this is an aspect of human you want to respect. I'm just being honest. I'm a Christian. I do not intend to change anytime soon. If I had been a traditional worshiper, maybe it would have been street and shrine. If I had been a Muslim, maybe it would have been street and Mecca. But because I'm a very honest person, it's street and cathedral. So the cathedral there is a symbolism for spiritual alienation, not actually pitching tents with a particular.
Promise, I see you.
So you're welcome officially, and my name is Dimeji Shodeke. I'm going to introduce you based on punctuality. So Femi will go first. Femi Akinwumi, we call him Say Femo. He's been my friend for a couple of years right now. Femi has been a very, very, very vibrant guy. I think on this topic, the reason why I don't know, Layi, I would have to question you now. When did you japa? So
around 2013, thereabout.
13. Well, Femi, when did you japa?
I'm totally struggling with the voice. I mean, I don't know if Layi is experiencing it. I mean, this is China, and China has this VPN issue, so I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons.
For me, I can hear. I can hear him clearly. I can hear him clearly.
You can hear him clearly. Yeah. Okay. So if I'll pick what you asked, you said when was the time I japa, right?
Yes. That was what I asked.
2014.
2014. So Layi is the oldest. Layi is the oldest japa person here.
It's almost like relatively the same. It's just like less than a year difference, I would say.
All right. So let's do it like this. You guys are the best voice to hear your opinion now, because we would say that you japa at a point in time where most of the Nigerian youth will still be questioning, shaking japa, or should I wait behind? Is this the right decision to take or not? But now it seems as if people are just praying, they feel this is the paradise God promised and all. But we need actually to also sell those, those people back at home and those people newly coming in here with the reality. So now the question is, which I'm going to throw. Now this Femi, and this is Layi. Layi is an amazing brother. He's been doing well in the entertainment industry. He's a DJ with years of experience in China. He has done lots of shows and have alienation with clubs and gigs and done amazing stuff. He has taken Afrobeats to the arts where right now the reception is still not is still not the wave we want. But I know that Layi is at the forefront of making sure that Afrobeat has a stay in Asia.
We're pushing it.
So he's at the forefront of making sure Afrobeat stays in Asia. So Say Femo has been a media guy from Nigeria. Femi has been involved in lots of cinematography. Femi don't even Ozu before for China when they shoot film. I never see Ozu. Where Ozu reach Femi,
Yeah.
So now my question to you is this.
I can here, but I'm catching up.
You
But I
can't.
can't really. Yeah.
You can perhaps you could like cut the call and then join back again. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
Oh,
You can do that
okay.
again.
Let me just
like
go out
refresh
1 minute
your
and
VPN
give
or
me
something. Gang, Tayo, what's it going? Yeah, real dreams.
real
That's what he's talking
dreams,
about.
baby.
That's what he's talking about.
Cheers,
All
man.
right, all right.
Femi,
So,
Femi, like you really do know Femi a lot. He's a
Wait,
hustler. He's a
let me
hustler,
just leave 1
hustler.
minute and come back.
all right, no problem.
Femi,
All right.
Femi's a hustler. He's done it all.
Yeah, yes,
Basically, he's done it all. If you can see the guy here, Teo, right? He's you know, after we've all jackpot, right? You know, we weren't just like sitting on our asses, right? We're trying to, you know, do a thing or two. You see, now Tayo is a footballer and he also dabbles in making music and things back then, you see. So he would, you know, try to shoot some music videos and things. And Femi, like you just mentioned, he will be the one to, you know, be the director. Right? Like I'm sure they shot a video for one of Tayo's songs, you know, like back then. So basically, you really do know him. He's done it all, really.
yeah. And that's the spirit. That's the Niger spirit that we flying the flag. You know. So my question, I'm going to throw this question open. Femi, can you get us now?
Yeah.
Now.
I can.
Now.
Not smooth,
this is
yeah.
okay. This is the background question about migration. You know, and number one, we need to correct the notion that are people really migrating or escaping from the harsh realities in Nigeria, in Africa in general? Is that migration or escaping? So let me first throw that open.
Femi, do you want to go first, or I should go?
Go, because you know the voice it has a backlog.
Oh, can you hear my own voice clearly though? Femi?
Huh?
Can you hear me clearly?
I can. I can. But it's
All
not
right,
smooth,
I'm gonna
but I
go.
can.
I'm gonna say, like, the first question you asked
No,
us, right?
on this, I can hear you.
All right, you asked that when did we japa,
No,
right?
no, I'm asking you. The question
I'm just like reiterating something before I answer that, right? You asked a question about when it was that we japa, right? For me, at the time that I moved to at the time I came to this country, I was still a little bit naive. It was more of a joint decision made by my parents to come to China, to travel abroad. You get me? And but now being older and seeing the way things are going, I would say people are escaping. When I came here, I wasn't escaping. And I'm gonna say that goes for a lot of people that traveled back, like we say 8-9 years ago, that were living in Nigeria. You see, of course, people would travel, you know, for exploring other places. You know, the fact that you have adventurous mindset. You know, you want to like, you know, visit other countries, other culture. Get me? And we grew up knowing that the Onyibo people would come to our country. So we've always had that open mentality that there's a place that the Onyibo people lived, right? So we also, our parents then would, you know, gather their contributions and everything to send their kids to Layi Onyibo. You feel me? This has been going on back, way back, even before we were born. You get me? So I would say then it was more of an interchangeable relationship between Africans and Nigerians and abroad. You get?
Okay, Femi, jump in now. I'll take that as your opening statement, Layi, before we jump.
Yeah.
Now, Femi, jump in now. When you traveled, would you say you escaped or you migrated?
I migrated. So if I was to give a simple answer to that, I migrated, not escape.
Okay, good.
This is it. So
now,
if I can shoot
it's like now it's people are escaping, and I would say my own migration has technically turned to escaping. You know, I've escaped.
Okay.
Because if you're migrating, there are tendencies that you would probably still go back and, you know, spend a substantial amount of time in your motherland. right? But when your motherland is not somewhere you just want to like close your eyes and just, you know, go out of impulse or because like you miss the motherland or whatever, you know, you don't want to even want to go there. Like even for vacation, you're scared to go. You see, so basically at this point in time, it's escaping, but then it's migration.
Okay, Femi, I want you to jump into this now. The according to the United Nations, it says that Africa is 60% young people. That means under 25. Africa has 60% of under 25 years old people. So what are the what do you think are what are responsible for this socio-political catalyst of this mass migration that is going on in recent time, in your own view?
It's simple though. It's the economy of the country. It's falling. It's falling. It is not. It is falling. It is how to say it in English. It's falling. Like it has fallen. You know the way they say London has fallen or whatever has fallen. So that's the situation of the country. The country has fallen. And when you see cases where there's a war in a country, people run and people try to go for refugees or they seek amnesties wherever they're going. Well, Tyre said it's crumbling. Well, it's crumbling, but you know, it has crumbled so down that picking the stones are very hard. So people are running. So if you look at the term Japa by the literal meaning of Yoruba Japa, it means run away. Run away even without direction, without even knowing where you want to go. It's just a Japa. Come on, Japa, no, go back to Japa. Then you now recalculate people with Jasi. Oh my God,
that's how terrible it is.
So it is not like, you know, the people from memorial time, people have been traveling, people have been moving, even from Nigeria, but it's never been Japa.
Yeah.
But when you say Japa, it's like just run for safety. And when you get out of safety, when you're in a safe place, then you can now recalibrate yourself. So that's the situation of things back home. I mean, it's terrible that given the population of the country, with the amount of energy, I mean, serious energy moving in that country. I mean, I traveled to Lagos, May, and you can see how the city is bustling with people left and right jumping here and there. Say, babao, babao. And you can see there's no rescue or there's no facilities to put this energy into a productive use. And people, what they think of, well, the way they will put it, the Nigerian dream is just a Ghana. So that's the situation of things. And to retract to the question you asked me first, you know, actually having a little technical issue, so I had to switch phone. You can see this camera not too sharp, but anyways, I can see you and hear better, so that's the point. When I left Nigeria 2014, my first place, the first country I applied to, and here's it. Let me tell you the backstory. The backstory is that I was just maybe at home. My brother called me like, "Hey, my working the radio. Well, one polo, do you want to apply?" I said, "Okay." I mean, it's no trouble just shooting. So it's not like it's common. You just edit over the radio. So first of all, I applied for Germany. Germany didn't work out. So then they said, "Oh, China." And what struck me was that, okay, I would love to go to the eastern part of the world. Everyone is moving out to the west. I mean, I was still relatively young at that time. So I love to go to the eastern part of the world to see how it looks like, to see the culture. So I was going with the mindset of an adventurer. Like I wanted to go see the culture, the language, how people look like, what do they do over there? Because I know at some point in time I was to migrate down to the west. But if I move down to the west at my early stage, it would be hard for me to go to the east. Or even if I go to the east, I would not know in depth of how these people are or how these people behave in their mental faculty. So I want to know. So when I go to the west, I can have a full balance of how the world works, like from the eastern parts to the west. I mean, we'll still go to the west now. We'll still because they speak English there. Our people are there, our friends are there, you're there. So I will still want to go to the west, to UK, to US, to Canada, wherever. But then I can easily understand and integrate with them. But if I've gone there, then coming down to the east, like Mama will be killing zombie, so that was my thought of me coming to the west there. And when I came, like I literally just came with a backpack, no traveling bag, nothing. And even when I had no contacts, no phone number of anybody. I was just like, let me just go and explore. Multiple boss the move lots of the gym, they change. People they abuse me say, how you take boss? Why not take trade? But it was an adventure. It's something different to me, which I liked. I liked it. It's an experience. It's a memory that I will forever behold. Because sleeping in the bus for a longer route down to where I was going to. So then it was migration, but now it is wrong for your life.
Okay, yeah, like this question is for I love the intellectual approach you guys have towards this. You guys have been trashing it properly, even beyond my expectation. Honestly, this is me not pulling your legs. Honestly, like Femi said something about the economic factor, and I want us to delve deeper into economic factor. Now we have unemployment rates, and they said those people are affected mostly by unemployment rates between age 15 to 24. But these days we see that it's extended again. So can we categorize that under the economic factor, or we say poverty rate, or could it have been the yawning gap between the rich and the poor? What is actually the economic factor that is actually responsible for these? Because let's just apply common sense now, the background common sense. Now my 10 million be this. Igbo man go talk say, I go use 10 million do business than put 10 million say I want traveler. But what we see these days is that people are selling their properties, selling all they've earned for, even selling houses, selling off cars to say they want to travel and go start afresh. And they tell you it's worth it. So what are those actually economic factors that are actually responsible for this?
That's a really good question. That's a very, very good question. I'm going to start by saying something, that even there are certain places, right, certain countries where the rich people in the country work hand in hand with the government. Why? Because the government are the ones who make the policies that these rich people and the elite benefit off of. You understand? If a country to the point where the rich people are even now complaining about the old situations of things, the old economy, the old policies, the old constitutions and whatnot, it means there's a bigger problem going on. Now, if you're going to look at the gap, the unemployment rate and the old economy and the inflation and everything, right? It's not about the poverty. It's about, if we can tackle things from the grassroots of things, I feel like we can make a huge impact. You see, if you can make policies, I think these are the arguments that they do when they are having these debates, especially one of what's this man, Peter Obi. One of his points is always combating the cost of governance. You see, because he feels like these are the places that the money that are best used to other things are being spent for something that are less valuable, that's going to give return to the people. Now, teenagers, they have energy, bro. They have energy. And for me, what I'm grateful for as a Nigerian is the hustling spirit impacted in me. You get me? This has made me successful out of the country. You see? So when people now Japada and want you to use your words, people are selling their properties to move out of the country. It shows that having a car is not even enough in the country. Having a house is not even enough in the country. It shows how crazy the whole thing is going. The fact that you have a house, if you still cannot afford, say for instance, you can afford a car, you can afford a house, like a 2-bedroom apartment or 3-bedroom apartment, right? You can afford to employ a gate man, right? People, you are still going to get robbed. How many your gate man now? AK-47, the gate man they hold. No, the only people that are not going to sell their properties going out of the country are those ones that can afford actual policemen and security guards. You get me?
And the police guard and the police are not actually guarding the citizens. They are guarding the privileged Nigerians.
That's the thing. You see, and the privilege now has levels to it. You see, the fact that someone is driving a fucking GLA, you can still get harassed. And that is why the person would prefer to go and sell the GLA. and move to a country where the policy says a police cannot fucking harass me. I'm not scared of the police to point gun at me. No. I'm not scared of someone to fucking stab me and run.
So in your own words, you feel that the things that are calculated around what makes a man stable, like security, safety, and all, goes way beyond you just having car and laws, because you want your life to be sure. You want to be able to know that you cannot die or you cannot some unforeseen circumstances could happen to you at an high rate and all.
Yeah,
that is actually pointing the hand. Femi, you want to jump in?
Yeah, I want to jump in.
Please do.
You know, over the world, I mean, across the world, rather, and I mean developed countries like China, UK, US, or whatever, the rich people also migrate. The rich people move, but they move for a different reason. In China, you hear all the billionaires from China don't come out. You hear in UK, like I think even last week, all the billionaires from UK don't come out. Why? Maybe they are taking their money somewhere else, or the government is taxing them for different reasons. And they will say, why government is taxing for money they work hard? They give this thing. So they run. I mean, people migrate. It's humans, like from the BCs and CDs calendars, people have been migrating. But if you look at the problem in Nigeria here, this is not the first time people will discuss about Japada or Jasonu.
I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry to cut you. Femi, in your conversation, take what Tayo just said now. It says same jobs, they just take this same statement as well, your explanation. This guy, he said same jobs they don't want to do in Nigeria, they will get abroad and do those jobs. So to expatiate what he's trying to say, I think what Tayo is trying to say is that maybe those bank managers, like what Layi has said, those people that have employed gateman and all, they come here to come and do menial jobs and they're okay with it. Does he want it?
Yeah.
So in your conversation, please just
I'll go down there. So the problem we have, the problem we have,
bro.
Yeah. So I'm going to get that.
Of humans, you can find it.
The problem. The problem.
I'm sorry.
We have.
Femi, okay. I'm sorry. There was a time, right? Because Femi is much more closer to me, right? We have like deep conversations, right? I asked him a question as well, because sometimes I also brainstorm. I asked him that, what do you think are the essential needs in life that is going to make someone really contented and not just try to live out his lifespan? You see, he was saying it's somewhere around, being able to grow your own food, having access to proper health care just in case of emergency, just like living a much more comfortable life and just grow old and die out. You produce, have your own children and they go on. Your bloodline continues, right? You don't like that's an ideal life.
Those are basic things humans don't want to be threatened about.
Yeah,
you don't want those things threatened about.
I feel like we should all be contented, right? But like, if those basic needs now you're struggling for it, like you're struggling.
Where I'm getting at is that the problem of Nigeria has been discussed by a million and billion people. I mean, there are different podcasts talking about the problem of Nigeria. Like these basic needs, electricity, light. It looks simple in the surface. Like we can do ABC. Oh, sorry, for people who don't understand Yoruba. But the problem, as simple as it is a complex problem. Why is it a complex problem? Because it's a human problem. Like it's a simple problem because it just do the electricity, just do the good roads, and people can come back, and the roads, and everybody will come back from their jackpot. But why is this not simple? It's a complex problem because it is the fact that it is a human problem that makes it a complex problem. Because Mongoti Elumiro, even switching to Yoruba, even friend to friend, I don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what you're planning. You don't know what I'm planning. If I'm in a position of authority, you don't know what I'm planning. So that even makes it a problem. So
but don't you think we that we're in a society that the system is working, we should actually be the right model to people listening to us right now to tell them that we have seen where it is working and we have actually also see where the lacunas are at home. What I mean by that is, I understand what you're trying to say. It's a valid point, but at the same time, why can't we point to the fact that there are some certain things you would not do in China that you are right now? You comply to the rules and regulations, the laws. Why? Because you know the system is working.
Yeah, the system is working.
If humans,
and there's a lot of things that go into the system.
Do you know the most annoying thing about Femi? Let me learn. Do you know the most annoying thing about this thing going on right now? We are humans. We are all humans. So if some set of humans could make their society work for them, then what is wrong with our own society? What is wrong with our psyche?
I think 2020 I went to Nigeria, yeah, and as little as pure water nylon, it was so hard for me to drop it. Like so after drinking the lacasera, typical Nigeria will just take the lacasera and just fling it and clog the gutter, minding his business, coming. But as simple as that bottle, it was so hard for me to just drop it because over time my system has adjusted. Like I won't just drink something, I just drop it. That only me down. Like as simple as that. So you see where I'm going to, that it is a human problem. Like the people in Nigeria, the advantages to the Japada thing, because one advantage I'll put it is that it gives, maybe after a while, it gives Nigerians who are over there an exposure or a different approach and orientation to life. Education.
There's an argument.
And education is not.
Wait. I'm sorry. I don't want to forget this. Femi Joma Binu. I see that's the thing. I don't Mabinu. There's an argument going on as well to that exposure. Are people who are actually giving themselves to the positive exposure, or people are actually going for comfort and luxuries, going for, this is what I'm talking about. People I've seen people come here, people who have potentials, and and I've seen them throw everything they stood for out of the window once they go to European society. So the exposure could be positive and negative. If you agree with me, right? You've seen, and that is
I like that European you said. The European you said, if you look at them, what makes them great now is not if they don't travel now. It's because they also traveled, like these Europeans in the back days. They tried. I'll not colonize one now. But when they went there, they didn't go for the luxury. Well, maybe slavery was luxury today, but they went to conquer. We are going here to this Japada area, but we don't conquer. So it is hard. It is after they conquer.
No,
It is after they conquer.
Wait. We are already disadvantaged. Don't shoot us in the leg right now.
Okay.
How do you conquer people? I'm serious. How do you conquer people? You have superior
weapons. I agree.
No, it wasn't like they came and they met cowards. They came with superior weapons, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, our forefathers were still with our.
Okay. I'll give you to that.
We're still with sword. These people came with something strange to them, that they shot someone beside them and the person died immediately. Have you seen a real man breaking? I'm telling you, they came with superior weapon, armor tank. Bro, no matter how you be soldier with your battle group, when you say they fight like 200 of you, they spray like 50.
But where I'm going to is the mindset.
Layi, go charge that.
Where I'm going to is the mindset.
And it's not Femi by Sha. No, these are basic facts, fam. That's
land.
You have a superior weapon, and you conquer land, you conquer people.
Weapon. But see, I completely agree with your argument, which is valid. But weapon or no weapon, they came with a mindset. Because even we see film now where we say, ọwọ́ ló máa fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ yí lọ́rùn, tó bá ti yí lọ́rùn lọ, ó máa gbọ̀gbẹ́, tó bá ti gbọ̀gbẹ́, ó máa lọ pààyàn tó níbọn, tó bá ti pààyàn tó níbọn, ó ti ń gárà bọ́n, ó ti ń fún àwọn boys there, because he had the mindset. So he came with the mindset, like, even if I get blow, I will start with the blow. From the blow, I collect your knife. From the knife, I collect your gun. So I understand he came with the bazooka. The angle I'm going to is that, based on what you said, based on what you asked me, like, people come here and do they really give themselves to the exposure?
Positive exposure.
You know,
positive. No, the exposure is going to happen already. But are people
the exposure is going to happen.
Look at this conversation we're doing. Look at this conversation we're having right now. We could actually choose to say the only thing exposure we want to have is, okay, guys, let us have a guys holiday hangout. Let us go to Tanzania. We get some ladies trekking for us in some, in some condo. You know what I mean?
I would love to go.
But we give ourselves.
For information, we go to Tanzania.
No, I'm telling you that exposure, you have to propose about exposure. You have to conscious about exposure too. Exposures could be positive and negative, fam. I've seen people here that they claim to be exposed, but they are just celebrated idiots to me, fam. I'm being real with you. So all these things too, you have to be conscious as well. Yeah. This is we taking conscious effort out of our time and say that we want to do something and air our voice and opinion about situation affecting the motherland. This is conscious exposure, fam.
Yeah. So okay.
I think Layi wants to jump in. I think Layi wants to jump in.
Okay.
People like what you said. Are people coming there to, when they come, do they like throw what they stand for out the window and they just fucking get lost at sea?
But right now, we don't, right now, the reason why I'm telling you that it's a choice, we don't have a gun at our head to decide right now. Yeah. We choose. Look, bro, what happens to the fact that you and I, we had an ideology, we had a cultural mentality right now before we left the shores of Nigeria. I'm not saying some things will be affected because, see, Tina Achebe said, the only advanced man is the one who took positive things in his own culture, took out the negative things. No culture is superior. You take positive things from the other culture to drop their negative things and you merge it together. No culture is 100% right or 100% pure. So what I see people doing right now is that they commit what is called cultural suicide. And they, because of acceptance, fam, the media is grooming us. Many things are grooming us. And you see these celebrated idiots on TikTok and doing nonsense because they want to be accepted. And these people commit cultural suicide. They commit conscious cultural suicide, fam. So you can't tell me that is not conscious because we are not being colonized like before. We don't have gun on our head right now. We are doing it purposefully. We are choosing to say everything about my Africanity, I want to drop it. Where some people are saying, no, I have to maintain this Africanity, but I understand that not everything is right in my culture. Not everything is right in their culture too, fam. It's just like I had an argument with someone the other day, and I put her into her place. She came to me and told me, and she was a white lady. She told me, Dimi, is it true that in Africa you guys have the right to marry more than 3 or 4 women? I said, I don't understand. Is it true that as I am right now, I can also change and start growing breast and all? So who gave you the moral right to think that you, because you believe monogamy, because you are so jealous, you believe in ownership? That is what you believe. You think because we are both Christians, your own culture has the moral right to point to my own culture and says that, oh, this aspect is actually bad. You are subjugating women and everything. Do you have everything right in your culture and sensible too? So these are the things. Is that not exposure? Is that not me understanding the fact that not everything I can take from your own culture too, and not everything you can point at my culture and tell me that it is wrong? So you don't have any moral stance to tell me that polygamy is wrong when everything about your relationship is faulty to me, fam. How do I feel when Layi right now, me and Layi went to the same secondary school, and maybe 10 years after university, I took Layi from club. Layi is a woman now. I took her home, and I'm telling Layi, you look like someone I know in my secondary school. I say you are the one. I don't go punch you, come off for bed. That's not the exposure, fam. But we are so quick because we feel like, oh, this place is cool and freedom. We think everything about us is evil. So we just want to commit cultural suicide.
The thing that happened recently is like they killed a guy, a cross-dresser in Nigeria, in Abuja. I forgot the person's name.
Samson.
I heard about the story. May his blessed soul rest in peace.
It's like, Dimeji, see, there's something called freedom, which a lot of people take for granted. And I'm not going to lie to you, right? For me, I stand for freedom. And what is freedom? Freedom is the willingness to be able to do whatever the fuck you want. You see, and freedom.
Wait. can I just come into the definition of freedom? You said because freedom is not just no, you consider, but just the freedom part. Freedom is not just the willingness to do the fuck you want. That's not just freedom. Because let me paint a scenario. I am hungry, yeah, and I'm very hungry. I have so there's a choice. We have a now we are doing.
Yeah, I guess yeah, mama. Like the guy that they showed in Abuja, the cross-dresser person.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna Femi, I just finish my point. Then I'm gonna keep going and then you talk. All right.
Okay.
The fact that people can do is like just take the animal kingdom for instance, right?
Yeah.
Lions roam around. Actually, the ideal way is for them to hunt other animals. They are free. All animals are free. But then these little animals are still trying to hide themselves from the wilder ones. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's just the same way it is in life. They are the ones at the upper echelons and they are still the ones at the bottom. You get at the bottom line of the food chain. You feel me? But we should still have simple rights. For me, I might not align with the LGBTQ HDTV people. You get me? And the KTVs them. I might not align to them. You get me? But like you can do whatever you want. Even in my country, go ahead, do whatever you want. You get me? Now, with the cultural thing that you are talking about, this is not our culture. At least, like, if we're going to put the Yoruba part inside, right? Almost like right? We're more of a cultural beings, right? Why my nails is shine like that? We're more of a cultural people in Africa, especially in Nigeria, right? And we cherish our culture to the point that sometimes it gets too much that other people don't want to listen to the younger generations anymore because they're used to this mindset that
that's why that's why
let me just go to the freedom.
Moving forward.
Let me just go to the freedom.
Wait,
we'll move forward now.
Yeah, moving forward. I understand. I don't want us to digress too much because
digress. Because okay.
Let me just throw this question open and you can take it and address the question. And you can go for it.
Right.
Yeah, we are going to move forward because the reason why the reason why I want to ask you this question now is because the consequences are already in play. What are the current implications of the youth escaping Africa right now? What are the implications? What are the implications?
Okay, so
what are the implications that we are witnessing in Africa, across country, in Nigeria, with the mass emigration, mass escaping, mass jackpine of youth away from the country?
That's a really good question. And the question is very simple. It is very, very simple. For me, my answer is it's gonna make the country worsen. It's gonna worsen the situation of the country if people with talent are leaving the country to go develop their talents in other countries. There are very few people that have this mindset of, oh, I need to achieve something and then go back home and go reinvest the knowledge I've learned in the Western world at home. Now, what I said earlier, that with people with this knowledge, right, they've gathered all the knowledge, they've had access to the exposure that you guys are talking about earlier, they've read books, they've met people, you get me? Now, they're trying to like go back to Africa and go play their part and see if they can make a difference of some sort, right? But now, these lawmakers, the people who make the law, which I was trying to say something earlier about, they are the ones that are going to be making the life much more difficult for the people who are trying to do something. At the end of the day, those people are going to japa again. Now you see where the cycle is coming from. You see.
But now, Femi jumping. Femi, they are even making japa. They are making japa. You see, these people, I don't know how to even see. They are even making japa now. You see, japa used to be their bragging rights, if you remember. Maybe years ago, they will tell you, maybe when your Oloriebi comes to family function, say, Layi in China,
Yeah.
Oh, they go say, Femi to Canada. Now, the common man, the common citizen right now, street people can't gather money, tarmac money, like Femi now, gather photography money, my dad Johnny, cooperative loan, everybody shall gather money with Japa. They're not happy again because we came at the heart of their bragging rights. Now they're making it difficult for people back at home again now to even get their national passports from. Not to even talk. Not to even talk. You want Japa again.
For me, if people are on this live talking about that, they might say, "Oh, now because me I don't Japa." For me, I agree. I would agree to that. I would agree to that 100%. If they are making it harder for people to leave the country, it is probably for the better good, because for the greater good. Because
as they sound now, you don't sound like all those aspire to perspire boys. Where them go tell you stay at home, fight the bad to the good bad. But you go to China, go to chop your chicken. You go to watch Nigeria. These people are trying. Yes. The only thing when you and family go do now, go wear shirts. You go on place, one fine location. And they see your picture. Go on fine location for Schengen. Go get not the Nigeria will fight D or whatever you go to say they protest from.
No man, nah.
You can't tell. Look, this is you can't tell a foot soldier how you go die when you go to the office. Just they give them rules. It is not fair, fam. It's not a fair ground that way, bam. What do you think, Femi? Jump in.
Okay, so I'm reading through the comment section. So I'll start from the freedom. Then go to something where it says migration has happened in the past. Excuse me. To regress a little about the freedom. The freedom is not, I was making an illustration about the freedom where I said, I'm hungry, like I feel hungry, and I go to eat. So freedom is not just okay. Freedom is the act to do the law I have given myself. That's the autonomy freedom. Then there's the other version, the act to do to the desire I haven't given myself. So let me break it down. I feel hungry, and I'm fasting for a church program, whatever. But because I'm free now, so no one is going to take me or do anything. And I went ahead to eat, to go and consume food. That's the desire I haven't given myself, but I went ahead to eat. And this is what is popular in today's. We act to the desire, like, the desire to do whatever. It's my desire now, so I just do it. That I haven't given yourself. Whereas the real freedom, when you know you're free, because now you're acting according to the law of the desire. I'm acting according to the command of the desire, which is the hunger. It is the hunger that makes me go. So it is not as if I am free. Because if you understand the real deep concept of freedom is you telling yourself that even if this thing says I should do this, I wouldn't do this because I gave myself a law. So I am free from that thing that is pulling me. I don't know if you understand. I'm free from that thing that is dragging me down. That is real freedom.
Say you buy John C. Maxwell book like this and all these you can climb mountain in 7 days and everything.
No, but no, if you look at it in depth, like that is freedom because it comes with discipline. It comes with a lot of hard work, and that is when it pays. And you see people at the top and you say, "About the Baba is low." Because now he's acting according to the freedom, to the law he gave himself. Now he can say, start the factory. But people out there in the community, in the street, young girls, young boys, we act according to the desire. It is the desire that is, I'm free, I'm a young man, I'm an adult, and we go and just do it. So maybe that is on a personal level. So those are the break of freedom. Now, to the question you asked about the economic situation. See, there's a problem. That is why we japa. If there's no problem, nobody will japa. Nobody is japping from something.
You don't confuse.
No, two things. We we established no, we established no, we established two facts.
Okay,
we
you
established two facts
to Japada for your hand in diaspora. You don't need diaspora.
Exactly. If you remember, let me give you, let me paint a scenario that everybody went through. When you went to the immigration, this thing, one question the immigration officer will ask you is that after schooling, would you go back to the country? And we all swore by oath that our lives about to marry. First thing first, we all swore by the oath that first thing first, once I finish, I'll go back to my country, right? But I mean, over time, when I finished 20, whatever, like I have so many classmates, not even from my country, other countries. Wallahi, but in Pariba, to 5 days, because where I schooled, the law is that 15 days after you graduate, you have to leave. You have to go back. So 15 days, there's a grace of, okay, go back and go say hello and bye-bye to your friends. So I have friends that they left. Even before graduation, they don't book their tickets. Like, okay, my mission here is done, so let me go back. But I will tell myself and look at the other guy that is taking his back and going back. Like he has accumulated the education standard. But I look at myself like he shall be happy that he won't play because I understand the implication back home. And you know, let me even put you the Nigerian syndrome, the Nigerian mentality of nobody wants to be shamed. Timadele say, what's in the last 10 days? You've gone for 10 days, so what did you bring back? You didn't bring anything. I just want to study. It is better I should have sent Sikira to go to Nigeria because I know Sikira would have gone succeed. You know, that act of shame is there. Most Nigerians don't talk about it. Like, you start asking yourself, but you've been in abroad for 10 years now. What is your value? What did you bring? You didn't bring anything. I just want to study. Study, fuck what? So, you know, even the expectation they have back home is even high for you to say you want to book the plane to go back. So, and why? Because there's a problem. There's an established problem. If the problem was not there,
both of you, honestly, both of you have done justice to the implication. I like when Layi said we lose our talents, and when you also came with the, so, but this influx, we can't talk about the problem without addressing the solution. So this is me asking a question of Femi. Layi, you have been appointed minister
as a youth minister.
Minister for youth, ambassador for youth right now. That's your appointment.
Yeah.
So what is going to be your strategic moves to addressing this, this escape? What will be your strategy, honestly?
We always say something that when there's opportunity to be grabbed, people would come out. It's just be like sugar and ants. You feel me? Your house is fucking clean, but like drop a cube of sugar on the ground and then wait for like 5 minutes. You will see ants crawling out of every corner for that sugar. For me, the only thing is I'm not gonna address the youth directly because, bro, like it or not, Nigerian youth that are ready to do anything. Nigerian youth are ready to do literally anything. I'm just going to address the rich men in the country to use their money much more wisely. Something that Femi Kuti always says, Shem Kuti says on his life is that he's always against these rich people lavishing their money in the clubs, popping bottles and doing other whatever, and them chief priests and people with the Odogu Bitters factories and things. Brother, there's people, the labor in China here, it's, bro, you see them with their uniform, they are working on the line, going to the factories. You get, like, they're using their population to their advantage. You understand? Okay, now they say that the minimum wage is 70K, right? Bro, if the minimum wage is 70K, if there's a factory that does maybe like fucking make a simple pen, you know what goes into making something as simple as a pen? There are different parts. If you're going to like maybe use machine or maybe use manual labor to make something or umbrella or whatever, Femi does a business where he goes to factories and he like does these factory evaluations and everything, right? That's what Femi does. And he knows what goes into making a product. Do you understand? And he feels like there are manual labors, there are people in Nigeria that can easily do these things. You get me? But if the opportunity is not there, you cannot be telling the youth now. It's just like you're telling me to go and work. Where is the work?
And
I'm not gonna go directly to
your
the
president, your president traveled a couple of months ago and told you that he's going to make Nigeria work, that you guys should come back home. He wasn't talking to me, he was talking to you guys that have traveled out for long.
Just imagine, make I come out and do what?
And the first lady, Tinubu, he can't go the plant away for the back of us.
Yeah,
talk say she dey encourage
that this company is exiting. You're like, bro, this guy I follow on Instagram, he like tech bro, right? He makes this like short clip news about the tech industry in country. For me, I'm a tech guy. You understand? I do a little bit of programming on the side. You feel me? But like you'd hear, of course, I can still be doing. I can work from home, right? I can literally work anywhere I am in the world, right? But of course, if I'm going to choose, I go rather stay in my country, they chop than Nigeria food, everything, and still be making my money. You get now, if I get better Starlink for house, I'm very comfortable. There are a lot of YouTubers in Nigeria. You get me? But what about how many YouTubers are there in the country? How many? But you hear, oh, this company is exiting Nigeria. Oh, this company is leaving this country. This company is. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about the people who have less access to the internet, to the information that I have to learn programming. Those ones that can use their hands to make things and earn money. Bro, make I tell you, 50-year-old people, they go factory, they work.
For years and work. You know the funny thing. You know we need to. I love what you are saying, and we need to actually put this narrative out there. And work people they chop better pass we where we they do office job for you. If you call hand man now, may you come fix your plumber. I'm gonna forget to if you collect money pass doctor for your hand.
He go bill you.
He go bill you. You go cough money. So we need to understand the fact that all those guys when they look down, mechanic we just they talk down where you think say that
yeah,
those are the real deal guys here. Those are the guys that matter here.
To come in a little.
Femi, buttress on the educational, our educational system in your explanation. How can we channel? I don't say you. I see you with all these aeroplane and everything. I think you are in line with your So how can we channel our education right now to a nation that we can portray ourselves to be serious, that actually is wants to really is moving towards gravitating towards change. Our education needs to actually look like we're serious, not all these stupid things that still teaching us. Person when they teach me for class right now, if you come live, if I invite them come live for Instagram, say prof, I want to invite you. Say me you can't tell that way teach us, can't tell people. If you come, if you operate them, you go come one person for area and I better come my picking. Waiting they call Instagram. Alpha life is lag is so. I better explain our educational system in line with our national development.
Let me come from the Layi's points down to the educational points, because the educational point is a very valid point too. So, when you said education, I remember this Chinese 12-year-old girl. I was talking to her today, and the information she was dishing out as a 12-year-old girl. I don't mean information as per. I'm not speaking information as per the YEX about the knowledge she has about, first of all, the knowledge she has about the culture, our culture. She was 12 years old again. They tell me history of China, mentioning the dynasty from the Xia dynasty to the Shang dynasty, the Zhou, Ming. Like I had to pick up my phone and start confirming this information. And it's normal to her. She knows history of our country, not just history. She knows the political structure of our country, the communist. A 12-year-old, 10. She will tell you the president, this, and not that. If you not even stop that, it went ahead to even countries outside China, telling you this is Japan, this is American GDP. Make sure they get the coach GDP of the world, the coach their military. It's so it's not. She will tell you, oh, I like economics, I like history, because what they are teaching them is not just. It's not just okay. Actually, math. That is a standard subject. Education is broad. Education is the word education is to educate yourself in whatever. Even in just picking up a book to read is education. Even listening to podcasts is education. People who are watching us are being educated one way or the other.
Definitely.
But again, what are the backbones of education? I mean, if you go back to the Genesis, let there be light. There is energy before anything falls in place. There is a so the energy, the source of energy is there. People can now build on this energy. We are streaming live now because you know what? There's a way I never so I can educate myself even at the late hours. This is 12 a.m. I can still walk down to the morning. But we don't even have energy resources to say we are even developing techs and what's not. Now let me backtrack a little. But then if you look at wealth or economy, how is the economy being created? It is when you give opportunities to people who are who are free. Wealth is created when you give room to people who are free to do it. I'll think of it later. That doesn't matter. And economy is in two states. There's the micro and the macro, right? So the micro is the KKK. Olata. The macro is now the country itself, the Jigawa state, Lagos state, and the economy and what the revenues they're getting. But Nigeria, at the Oniru Atanata, is not even working because it's everybody. So there's no way that country.
I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
Wait. I'll still land because there's a popular saying like if there's a war, if there's war in the country, that is when you see opportunities. If there's war, because some people, no, because some people will be the ones selling. No, because where I'm getting that is that. No, I'll still go there. Where I'm going is that there are people who will sell the weapon. There are people who will sell the ammunition to go and destroy other people. There are people who will sell the ammo tank. They're making money. They're taking advantage of the situation.
Okay, you're talking about the profit of wars.
The profit of war. I'm not saying
the economics of war. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna, hey Femi, hold on. If you're gonna talk about the broad aspect of things, right? If someone says, "Oh, can you just hit the nail on the head?" Bam, right? In my country, problem. It's one.
So
it's one.
Okay.
Power.
Okay.
Is it power or corruption?
Like power.
How?
With power.
See, we cannot finish this discussion if you are going that round. I don't know what.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Now look, the way you control people is by depriving them many things.
Are you supposed to control people or unleash their potentials? Are you supposed to control people?
That is the thing. So
in Africa, there's a different story.
This is why we choose the leaders. Now, when you choose your leader, you need to choose your leader. Is your leader someone that wants to be controlling people, or someone that wants to bring out the potential in people and want to grow? You get? I know what they record us on dictators, right?
These days,
bringing in a dictator into power, or you're bringing in someone who wants to grow the economy, who wants to grow the country, or you're bringing in someone who already thinks, okay, the country is here. Now I'm just coming to take control.
Wealth
is created when the conditions. Wait, let me just read this slide.
The question is, are people even the one bringing those people in, or they are the one imposing themselves on people? It's another thing.
I will say this line, and I will give the floor to the next person. Wealth is created when the conditions are such that people who know how to create it are free to do so. Should I say it again? Wealth is created when the conditions, in quotes, such that people who know how to create it are free to do so. That is the opposite in Nigeria. In Nigeria, people who know how to create the health are not free to do so. That is the cling to the power. So they hold it by UK, Walai. Look at Omoibos. They will create this thing. Look at Nigerians, they're hustling this thing. But they are not free. The conditions, and we can go on days and days, listing the conditions. The conditions in Nigeria is that the people who knows how to create this economy and wealth are not free to do so.
So we need technocracy. We need technocrats on board, but what we are getting is oligarchy, elite, just imposing themselves on us.
Yeah. They've been handicapped. They are not free to do so.
They prefer being in control. They prefer being in control because that is why I said freedom. If you are depriving people of freedom, I tell you something, people who want to grow a country, who wants to improve, they are not going to start making an example of a very dark man. They are going to dialogue with him and reason with him, see his point of view. Not going to harass him because they are trying to pass a message to other person that is having the same ideas. Like if you think you are going to have, you're coming up with ideas of challenging the government.
So,
you get me?
Well,
let me
say something personal now. If you ask me the question of, it's two questions: Japada or Japada or Jasonu.
Japada or Jasonu.
Yeah.
No. I just realized about a few months ago, as I am like this, I am Jasonu. It might be a hard pill to swallow. It might be too big, but I'm going to tell you, I am Jasonu.
What about you, Femi? Are you Japada or Jasonu?
I am not Jasonu. No. I'm not the aspire. No, and I am not the aspire to aspire person. That is why I said I want to go in personal. First of all, the conviction. I am not.
You sound like one. This way.
That is why you hardly see me come on live. Like I think I'm not too expressive with giving my opinions. I just like to give my opinions to myself because I mean, you sound both of you sound brilliant. When I mean you sound like aspire to aspire is that you know what we mean. Aspire to aspire people are motivational speakers, are people who those are the aspire to aspire. You know those people who tell you that Layi, get out of your comfort zone. No, you can push that mountain. What man or God is leg and the mountain will so that's what I think it's not in a insulting way. Like I know, but totally so like I said, I want to go back to a personal listing. Like I love startups. I love startups because I feel like it's a place for people to go, for me to go. Or I love startup compared to going to an established place, even down to a very religious section. I was talking even I don't know how much time we have, so tomorrow mini platform. So even in church, when I came to Shenzhen first, there was a church I attended, full church, like the NYC church in Bugwe. I went to the church and I mingled and people were like, I would like you to see you next Sunday. Next Sunday I did not go. Maybe the other Sunday was. I went to the church that was just starting. They had 5 members or 4 members. And I was comfortable there because I felt like this is a place I can go and go this thing. I'm not even going to the religious side. Not so bad. So I love startups. And looking at Africa, when the last time I went, I was speaking to people randomly and I was seeing opportunities. Because comparison and comparative. Because with China, there are these things working in China. These things will not work in Nigeria because of the condition. But maybe this one will work. I told myself, if I had money now, I will invest in Happy or check. It's one Nigeria delivery app. Just give me 1 minute. I will check the app now. Clovo. Yeah, Clovo. I have the app on my phone. I was telling myself, if I had money, I would invest it in this place because I saw the potential. I've seen it work in another place, just like that. And I see how it can work in Nigeria, Clovo. So if conditions are met, but in the reality of things, conditions for Nigeria no go fit meet. But there are some conditions you can create. Because that country is in deep shit. But if some conditions are met, I would love to Jasonu. I would love to Japada with one leg in and out. I think I was thinking about my visa now, my passport.
Let me come in, Femi, and so we call it a wrap. And there's this interesting ending part that I've been waiting for, and I'm doing this special because of DJ Layi. Special shout out to DJ Layi. Although we were supposed to have, musical requests, but he explained to us as a professional who has been in this game for quite a long time that we are going to have a problem with, copyright, and we might just be disconnected immediately when we play songs that have copyright. But still, we are going to have a conversation, and this is, I purposefully reserved this last part for you as a musical icon who is at the forefront pushing the Afrobeat narratives in Asia. I pray we win, and because I know when we win big right there, you also be at a very, very better spot to say, yeah, we did this, we pushed the narrative in Asia. So my question for you and Femi, but I'm going to start with you, DJ Layi. But before I start, let me just give you the roundup on the Jackman, Jasonu.
Yeah, I would actually like to get your own input on what you think about the whole Japada, Jasonu.
No. To be quite honest, and I will be so honest with you. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I've served as an international education envoy. I've served as a spokesperson for Global Pan-Africanism Network. I've been at the forefront of platform like ICSCO, UNESCO, African Union. And I told my wife categorically, and this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm not saying Nigeria. Please listen to me. I believe I am going to have my last breath on African soil. So I don't mind if Botswana is a country working in Africa. I don't believe I don't just feel okay that my resources should be given in this part of the I want a situation where I'm linked back to the motherland. But now the motherland ideology has given me a perspective, because even the Shango gets shrine for Brazil. Then they do also go for IT. So even if them Osha don't japa, but I know that I love the motherland so much that if I'm given appointment by the president of Morocco today, I'm going to take it. I'm giving appointment by, let's say, Paul Kagame of Rwanda. I have an appointment African Union. I'll be so glad to work on the mother soil. So
if you give it an appointment in Nigeria, would you take it?
I would take it gladly, bro. I'm saying it point blank to you. I will take it gladly. As a matter of fact, I believe that one day I'm going to have a big shot in power, either by appointment or election. Then, because if people like us are not there to push the narrative in our little way, in our own little way, either by policy. See, I don't want to be the main guy, the main character, and if I am, so help me God. But what I'm trying to say is that if we have good conscience like this, good mindset, we are not there. Do you know millions of people, millions of you? See, I want to know the people that are always in my mind are those kids in Odeda, in the rural part of Nigeria, that are helping their grandma to fry, that are helping them to do the gari. Yeah. Take your mind back now to that village, to that disadvantaged kid that all he has is radio, that they are in abject poverty. If we don't pick up the ball and play, those kids are not going to have a chance. And I'm going to round up with this. I'm not saying this on to cajole you. It happened to me and I cried. I went to Ghana in 2019 to install a library. We went to install a community library in Yare, a village in Ghana, precisely. It was there in Ghana, after those people welcomed me, they made me chief, they installed me as the chief and all. I was still there thinking about my life. Me, when you make chief, I'm still struggling, but I was like, what does this mean to my destiny? Then it was outside there, a young boy came to me. And the boy was so innocent. And he came to me and said, "Sir, I want to ask you one thing. He said, I said what? He said, is it true that there's a particular computer? He has been telling his friend that is a lie. That is it true that there's a particular computer that you don't need to plug to the light, it can work on its own? Do you know what that boy is asking me? Laptop. Baba, I don't know the answer what I give that boy, and I start to cry. See what the boy the hacks, bro. See what Femi talk about that kid for China, 12 years old. So we have bought an illusion in Nigeria, in Africa, that we think that we are the middle class, or we are the right wing. The right wing of the middle class are the majority of Nigerians or Africa. No, those rural kids are the majority, because they know they use family planning. They see the bunch of kids, 8 kids, 13 kids. Those guys are the
fam. I want to ask you a question based on what you just said right now. Do you really think that Nigeria does not have the capacity, the ability to take those people out of the mindset of the poverty that they are into?
They do. But okay, I'll answer your question with no practical things. They do. And wait, let me give you a practical now. Two practical reasons. Look at, there was a business in Lagos at a point in time, OP at that point in time was actually really helping people to navigate through bike. They were making cool money. Everybody was actually active, making cool money using this online platform. And I'm very sure it was because they noticed that this guy was flying, that the government wanted to have their own share. See, they don't want you to fly so high. They want you to fly to a certain state, and they clip your wing, and that was how they crippled that whole business. I founded, I'm a co-founder to my friend. We started an NGO called Education with Purpose. This Education with Purpose, we went to Ghana to install a community library. Imagine a Ghanaian government giving us a pass on something that we have gone to Oyo State government, Ogun State government, Lagos State government for, and we need. Why we lie? Why will you need to pass through unnecessary stress because you want to actually partner with government of your own country, volunteer in order to go to all these rural places to go and do some skill acquisition programs, empowerment? Because one commissioner Femi Akinwumi in one local government wants to take the glory. One Layi, Senator Layi wants to know whether it's not an opposition. These are crazy things going on, fam.
So you see, it's the human problems we have.
These people don't even know they don't know that they are controlling the destinies of kids, fam. And this is the illusion we bought. We urban dwellers, we have bought a big illusion. I've lived in Ijebu. I don't live for Ijebu before. I don't live for many areas. I don't go Mondai Keke. I don't sleep many places, fam. I know, I can say it categorically, that we are not the majority of Africans. We are not the majority of Nigerians. You see those people dwelling in the rural areas, they are the majority, fam. You know, see they use condom now. You see they use family planning. Those guys see they born 7, they see they born 8, they see they born 12 for their family. Now imagine one go just see. Imagine a young chap in 2024, a young chap as young as 18 years old, and he's only giving to the fact that the job will take in 2024. He say, "Oh, Roko," in the cut grass for people, urban dwellers, fam. And we bought this mentality in urban areas so that we employ these people, and these people start using SASA for us. We enjoy the master slave relationship with our own kinds, our people, fam. These are narratives I've been pushing as a single person, as a Pan-Africanist. So thank you that you asked that question. And this is me being honest with you. I'm ready to pick up the ball. But before I used to say it is a soul allegiance to the green. I've grown and I've realized that, man, I followed Okonjo Iweala. If they call Okonjo come in South Africa, she's doing a thing there. If you come Botswana, I will do it well there. If you come Tanzania, I will do it. As long as it is the motherland, I'm happy. But that doesn't mean I'm not ready to also take some spaces in international terrain. I am happy to do that too. So we should know that the gap, the passage we pass through, that line gap, like where you pass through, that slim chance where you pass through, we need to go back to go and widen that tunnel for many people to pass through, many kids to pass through. I want to see, we don't get community library. how can that kid wey dey that village now tó ti lọ bá grandma yan gàrí tó ti lọ bá wọn yan gàrí nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí nísìn tó jẹ́ pé ìwé lóhùn ká, how can that child have access to books, global books right now? Community library has even gone beyond books. It has gone to internet resourcing. How can that kid Niseyin, Igbore, you know the deep part of Nigeria? How? Those are the majority of Nigerians, fam. Not we, the urban dwellers. Not we, the urban dwellers. We are just caught into this stupidity, bought into mental oppression game. I better pass my neighbor. I buy car. I buy research. I buy one rubbish. iPad. You go one snap picture. You go put your car keys inside your pocket. All that rubbish. Now you they do for urban. But the real affected people, they be. Me, I'm not saying you should live your life, say you are burdened, but there's a reason why I'm this burdened. I know they do this life because I want make people they follow me. I'm doing it because I want people to know that we conscious people are still alive, even in the diaspora. That's why I'm calling my friends, intellectual friends like you. We need to talk. We need to start airing our opinions and voices, man.
Boss man.
So it's not all about me. I've never been, you know, if you see my picture inside plane, I've never been interested, you know, since when on the track, I've never been interested in trying to play this mental oppression game. Because if we start time with lying and packaging, with waiting God even come give us again, person will go swallow poison, fam. But I know they're interested in them. Lives are at stake in what is going on. Life, you will never see me in the company of idiots. 10 minutes with people now. Some people, I'm tired. Their conversation surrounds about sex. Now we have had intellectual conversation about modern life for how many hours right now? Some people is stress for them. If we never dance, we never embarrass our destiny, our family lineage. More can they twerk, more days they do rubbish. Nobody go follow. How many people did this life now? But we still keep pushing out. And big shout out to Very Dark Man. Big shout out to Seun Kuti. Big Bear. Big shout out to people that are keeping. Big shout out to Oganedu and the entire podcast, the Honest Bunch podcast. Big shout out to people that are still maintaining that conscious mentality and trying to infuse in these people, fam. We can't keep going like this. See, next week you go get surprised. The person when they come this platform next week, I won't release the flyer. I get many people now, many of my friends, colleagues, even people are coming out of the open. People with the America, people with the people are now starting to come up. Okay, no problem. I will let my voice on your platform. These people are there already. I'm just honest and I'm saying, okay, fine, Layi, come, you come. Let us just try our best. Do you know what this would do if one kid now in any village right now just say, okay, let me go and listen to this bros podcast. He just listen, say, almost so this is what reality is. These people are not having it easy abroad. Because we don't say those things. We just post our picture of our cream. We don't talk about
chess. I forgot his name. The guy that like he did this marathon, this chess marathon in New York. He like wears this cap. You know what that guy does?
Tunde, what's it be? That chess slum. Big shout out to that guy, Onokoya. Big shout out to that. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to him.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you
like
something.
I'm seeing something here. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh, okay.
Someone said the Nigerian government has crippled the people who people that can create wealth in Nigeria have been handicapped, said by someone in the comment, which is what some Femi was trying to say, right? Yes. You see, and again, there is a reason. There's always reasons for things. Things no features they happen, brother. There's a bigger play here in Nigeria, which I said earlier. It is that power. The people who want to be in control, and you can't be in control of people who are free. You get me? It's for us, like you said, for us to educate the few ones that we can, to give them a different mindset that, you know what, my current situation, my current environment is not my limit. But then we cannot even do that on this platform because, like we said, those people don't even have access to the internet. They don't even know, like what you said in Ghana, right? The kid came up to you asking you if it's true whether a laptop exists. Are you telling me that person that's going to have access to internet or Instagram?
I interviewed a Ghanaian the other day on this platform, and he said they took chocolate to Ghanaian farmers and asked them, these are the same cocoa farmers in Ghana. Yeah. Cocoa farmers in Ghana. They gave them chocolates and they were like, what is this? It's too sweet. They didn't know that it is their own cocoa.
You see?
Femi, they don't know, see their own cocoa. Now they refine to that. See, bro, this conversation like Femi talking, we not go come on here, but more just end down in one way because
the thing.
That's the thing. Let me just say something.
Like
you know, like
the thirst for
Femi. Like,
let me just say
wait, I'm coming.
One thing that
you see that one thing, you know, go past 2 minutes, I beg. Because I have the most.
No, it won't. Okay. I'm actually just dropping it for, the wrap up.
Yeah.
Like everything you said, it's valid.
I think his network is not good. For me though, Dimeji, I think it's the power. It is the power. Yeah. That is what is fucking people up. Because look at the North, right? If there are mass less educated people, the illiterate, you can basically tell them that collect this thing. If you shoot them up, you will go heaven. You can easily feed them information that you want because you've deprived them from. It's just like a person where you never chop. If they're hungry, this person is ready to eat anything at this point. This is the way power has been operated even before we were born. You get so and this thing, these people already have it unlocked. You get me? That is why someone Baba will still be the president. You'll be wondering how did he do it? It's because he's that man.
I said for Cameroon, Pobi, I don't did there for many years, 20-something years. The man said, don't they die on top post? See, Femi, 2 minutes. And
so what I was network even start on time. So what I was saying is that the problem has always been there. We can discuss the problem from now to tomorrow, but it's down to an individual. The little we can do, individual will make the protest. But again, there's a popular saying: you need to help yourself first before you hear.
We don't help ourselves. We don't Japa. Femi, with the growth. We don't white beer don't promote. We the growth. If they do that, I tell you, see, make a bust your head. We have to pitch a tent with our ideology right now. We can't be romancing with the fact that we have time ahead. Bro, we beer don't show. We don't grow. We don't even read about the facts of people who say they don't reach our age. They don't see. You have to decide right now. There's no sitting on the fence, fam. And now this is what.
So I will ask you a question. Right now, would you Japa or would you Jasonu? Like right now, this minute.
Baba, make I no lie you. Yeah, when you not travel, me as I did right now, I first Jasonu, but at the Japada, if I don't collect my pali, I don't go lie you. Na pali I need.
So there are things everybody is looking to put in place.
Yeah, make I explain why I tell you say na pali I need. Look, I know for one, if Nigerian passports was as strong as some certain countries' passports, I published how many books for Nigeria. I had invites, bro. I had invitation to go to Liberia, a West African country. You believe say boss no day to reach Liberia. If you see flight money, and those people we won't go meet for Liberia, won't go install library again. We won't go do things for Liberia. I tell you, for you to even do things, you know you're waiting Davido talk. Davido talk say the best thing that has ever happened to him, when give him, when he appreciate the papa for the blue pali where papa give him. We are global citizens at this time. You need
even Dangote so, now. Doesn't go.
Bro, we need that global asset. Layi, as you did like this, you dey follow person talk as tech. One mad Qatar, one mad prince for Qatar. Can't tell you say he no trust Nigeria. He got see you one-on-one. Say can you be here on Friday? You got to talk say.
You take a flight.
You got to talk say.
My passport.
Na inside Egbeda you did.
Shout out to Fer Denisha. That's my baby girl.
So these are global and people now because of the advent of criminality on social media. People, I'm talking about serious-minded people. Deals are being sealed physically now, more physically, because now.
That's a good thing.
Now they bust your head. People don't devise means to even do and say they will do video call, make them put people face, another person face, and when they follow the talk and different voice go to come out. So these people, these investors now, they're rising up. They want to see you physically. In fact, they will see you physically. They will they pinch you for you. May no go where
they go physically give you drink, but you don't know where you wait.
We don't advance. So now you need that global passport, man, if you want to really touch. So now Africa, we don't have open borders in Africa. The other day I went to Egypt. The same scrutiny where you go, where you want to go collect visa for UK, USA. Now you go do for Abuja, for Egypt, African country. You want to go South Africa? You go be like the traveler. You go collect
someone in Jamaica have access to more countries that I do.
Don't get. Now imagine saying you get China passport or you get UK passport. I don't have to stress. I will just tell the investor, say Friday, why can't you make it tomorrow? I don't impress them already. Tomorrow, if you can make it tomorrow, then bro, you know what
I can give a life testimony to this. Like, all you need to do is just tell him I booked the plane. Meet me at this time. That's all. And once they see you, they believe you. But you can't follow Layi. See you deal straight up. Sign the contract.
So for you, and for those kids, like I tell you, for those young chaps in Africa, in that village, we still need one person we go still go far ahead, but go get them for mind. You go far ahead.
That is where you have to help yourself.
The proposed solution for me is like when I'm faced with problems, I sort of think about the proposed solution to Nigeria's issue is the people who are privileged to do at least try to do something that requires less maintenance, that's going to keep the people, the teenagers, busy and still develop some skills. I'm going to tell you, I skateboard as well. I know a lot of skateboarders, a lot of professional skateboarders that are even representing them in the Olympics now. I think last year skateboarding got added to the Olympics game, right? If you see the places that these skateboarders came from in Brazil, ghetto. A while ago, I made a post that Femi, I was like, oh, learn a thing or two from this post. And then Femi was like, what do I need to learn? Then I had to explain to him that look at these countries.
Because I know the answer now. So you know when you know the answer to some things. Like
athletes, they produce less athletes. Whereas they have people. That is why I respect this guy with the chess thing. Imagine who would have thought that people with no information, no education would be good at a game as intellectual as chess. You get me? So if people can do something like, build a basketball court. I was strolling around with my girlfriend this evening, right? By my community right here. They built a fucking track, built the basketball court, just open. You don't even need to pay shit. It's just there for free. You see kids, they put the hoop for the kids at their height. You get me? This is
now for Nigeria, you will see for that Nigeria, you won't build a basketball. You have that mind, but you go reach there. You go see one Baba will come from one corner. Then you say you don't pay you don't pay this thing. I mean, the factors are just too much. No, I'm not saying.
Like what you said, in the UK, there are people with hand jobs like mechanic, or they are earning a lot of money.
Are the real big deals, fam?
You get me? They are, bro. For Nigerian people, like I feel like these guys got the strength, the energy, drive.
Let's not address the current situation.
No.
Current situation in the country.
No, wait.
Wait. The current situation in the country is that there's hunger. There's hunger.
Femi, wait. This is we now calling it a wrap. Honestly, you guys have done excellently well. So I'm just going to spend two minutes on you guys on this question, and that is it. I beg.
Yeah.
We are done with Jackman. You have done so well. Nobody will listen to the podcast and will not take anything home. Like I said, DJ Layi, you inspired this question, so I think you are going to go first. Are you there?
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay. We are going to have a music question. I just want to ask you music because I know you're a music personnel, so I want to ask you, who is your current male? Oh, no, not your. Who is the current male artist at the top in Nigeria?
The current artist at the top in Nigeria. Bro, I'm gonna have to say, man. Are you telling my own opinion or according to the stats?
No, your opinion. I need your opinion, please.
My
your
own opinion.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna have to tell you, man.
I put you on the spot.
Ashake, man.
Ashake. I think Ashake should change his name from that Olola name Ashake. Koko kuma so pe Ashake ti payin. That should be
Ashake.
Okay.
I'm just
okay. This one again. Who is your female artist at the top right now?
My
female artist at the top.
Artist at the top is going to be Kimadi.
Okay. So who is your male newbie that you know he has prospect to go for?
I'm not gonna say it's not really a newbie anymore because he's been trying to make ways for himself and he's making noise. And in the music industry, if you want to be known, you have to do something bold, make some bold moves. You get me? Yeah, like some kind of portable moves. You get me? Someone with is gonna be Rema.
Okay. Who's your female newbie?
Rema is not newbie.
I'm still coming to you, Femi. No argue. Now in choice. I come to you. Who's your female newbie?
Now, I mean, bro, to be honest, Rema, you might think he's because he's pulling numbers. Nigga, that guy is still a child, man.
Don't use
Wait, Femi, no argue. I beg, Femi, no argue. Leave back. Who is your female newbie? Who is your female newbie?
Female newbie? I don't really think. I don't listen to a lot of female artists, to be honest.
Okay, now
so
I will say the last question for us. That last question is the toughest, and we will pick one in Jesus' name. Now, Femi, to you, who is your male artist at the top right now, currently in Nigeria? Male artist.
Olola gave me as a I mean, so far, I'm not so much musically inclined, but when it comes to the song, I took my time to learn lyrics because I don't know lyrics of songs. I'm so bad.
Okay, Femi, who's your female artist?
As that's the whiskey. Huh?
Who's your female artist at the top? Female.
Honestly, I don't know.
Who's your male newbie? Who's your male newbie?
You give me options. Give me options now. Because I am that bad. No, portable of shower now. Because
bro, these guys
I wouldn't categorize Rema.
Anymore, but we have Charlie Poppy, we have Black, we have Sheyi Vibe,
we have Roga and Sheyi Vibe. I know all these people, but I hardly listen to their songs. So that is where I saw. So if I was spin,
Lona, you sabi Lona? There's boy Lona going hard.
Let me choose one person now.
Maybe let me give it to Odumodu.
Black. Who's your female newbie?
I don't even know. I know female. I know Tiwa
Now, both of you. Now the toughest with this. You want to make I say my own before we can talk the toughest?
Yeah.
All right.
The floor is yours.
Main artist at the top right now for me, Vado. Kiss Daniel. Vado. Now Vado. Female artist at the top.
Well, is that coming from a supportive end? Because I know you guys share.
Mama, leave that one off your mic.
Okay, I don't learn that.
Female artist at the top. I go choose Thames. Yeah. Male newbie, I go choose Sheyi Vibes. Female newbie, I go choose Ira Star. Now to the toughest one. That's choose. I don't care.
like you want compare the video. The video
I don't compare. In fact, it to be John from ages past till now. You hear me?
Yeah.
From ages past, I don't want to know how many years you go behind till now. Who is the greatest of all times? Oh yeah, like greatest of all times. Your opinion?
Greatest of all time.
You say ages past.
I don't care. Go there to place era. I don't care which era you go. I don't care.
Go Baba Fela era. By statistics.
Go in Papa concept. In Papa Fela. Who is your greatest of all times?
Lagbaja.
Who talk am? Lagbaja na your greatest of all time.
That's thoughtful. Lagbaja is one iconic guy. I like
you. Femi, who be your greatest of all time?
Femi, I said Femi and music. You really catch up with your question.
You put me for corner for this one. Eh?
Look,
I listen to songs. I would say Ebenezer Obey.
On the song.
Wait. Kotomulagbaja, wait.
Like I can even back my own claim. I can back my own.
Layi Nusuru, Kotomulagbaja, Femi Nusuru. Cooking Salaye fún greatest of all time. Tó bá gbé Adele wá sí Nigeria sing. Tani artist ma fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé lọ́ba. Tó bá gbé Kelly wá sí Nigeria. Kelly. Tani tó ma fọwọ́ sọ̀yà. Tó bá gbé Celine Dion.
Yeah.
Nigeria tani ma fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé ọmọ if do collab. Celine Dion no fit kill am. Listen to the vocal. Two-Face na your own greatest of all time, Abi. Good.
Like you see, Lagbaja and Two-Face, those two.
Lagbaja
never go wrong.
Celine Dion legbe Lagbaja. Oh no, my daddy Gio. No, they do like that too.
Bro, let me tell you something. Something about music. Yeah, the fact that
Celine Dion, Adele legbe Lagbaja.
Adele collaborated with Beyonce. It is
Whiskey.
not about. Listen, it is not, bro. Fucking Asake collaborated with Central C. It's a fucking
Central C was the
rapper.
More vocal. No, like why did like rapper.
No, you know now you. Now you need to do justice.
Kelly.
Because now when you give I put my hands up because you need to do justice to this question because this question is broader than you think. You first Ashawa. No, because now Ebenezer's.
Lagbaja said go dey hear this thing, go dey play say you dey whine now. Lagbaja go dey play say you dey whine now.
You listen to Lagbaja.
Adele legbe Lagbaja. Omo mma gbe baba se pe I no like am jare.
No, you put a category to this thing now because now you're talking about vocalists, not greatest.
Oh yeah, greatest of all time to you, Femi. Mo ekon, mama, mo je like ohun tí mo Lagbaja. Iwo me ekon.
I'll go with Whiskey.
Whiskey na your own greatest of all times. Good. Me, I will choose one person. The person I won't choose. Even Whiskey, everybody for industry won't bath and pay. Only I feel it.
Brimo,
we do.
Brimo.
You know saying now. Everybody bath vocal 100. In fact, any greatest of all time, now my own greatest of all time is one day olo. Hello, be a deal. Now you come my hand. One day. Anybody. I declare you say now one day. Vocal.
No. One day is good. No story.
It's not just it's the best.
Now you didn't do a good judgment to the question. You should have said greatest vocalist of all time. But as it was the greatest of all time, like so many things contribute to greatest of all time. You know who I can speak? Ebenezer Obey.
Lagbaja Shina Peter as me. But
they are not English speakers on this
I say you listen to any Lagbaja song at all.
Me, I listen to Lagbaja song. Show local party.
Okay.
I say vocal delivery. One day go kill anybody, like any international artist. One day my part lori beat. Now one day, bro.
I doubt that, man.
Your Two-Face. You dey whine me now. You dey whine me. Who get vocal reach one day for this song?
Two-Face.
Who get the delivery reach one day? Who get the delivery? Who get the vocals? Who get the pitch? Who get the everything? Now one day now complete artist.
But statistically, he won't even rank the greatest of all time.
Statistically,
no, go far, man, guy. Now Two-Face, bro. Now Two-Face.
Oh, whiskey tele mu die. But
Whiskey
will stand.
If no be say for whiskey pattern, I dey sense one day for one. I dey sense one day for whiskey. I declare you now. No, this one no be say I dey argue. It's the truth. But you go no say whiskey to ba show me go ton o ma so fun one day pe alaye mi jo. Kini kin se so you go retouch one day no whiskey. Now one day say so why me you dey want go back to the first album of one day I think
Farouk. If Whiskey do any song, now Farouk they always give make it checker.
Anyway, guys, let's call it a wrap. Let's call it a wrap. It's been amazing. 2 hours. This is the first time I go do 2 hours. Guys, man, you guys are amazing. China. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for this.
Thanks for having me.
Say Femo. Now you be the greatest of all time for us, I better. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.
I really do hope like we do better in Nigeria and in Africa in general, and we all one day unite.
We've always been open.
Yeah. And we're all going to, of course, keep trying our best to improve and contribute as little as we can to the whole thing that is going on.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So help us God. All right now.
So all our fans outside there, we say peace. My baby girl, I see you too.
Cheers, man.